Alright guys, here is the pizza dough recipe if you guys want to use it. It's on my channel, so go check it out. Hello everybody, welcome to Natty's Home Cooking, and today we are going to be making some chicken Alfredo pizza. This is an amazing dish. It tastes so good. I love having chicken Alfredo and adding the spinach and mushrooms or whatever you want to add to that, but it just gives it a different flavor instead of just the red sauce that most of us are usually used to. Now, with this chicken Alfredo pizza that I do, I also make breadsticks, which come out amazing. They taste exactly like the breadsticks that you get at Domino's. So this is something you guys need to give it a try and see how you like it. And once you do, please let me know what you think of this recipe. And all right, so let's go ahead and get started with this recipe. So right now I am dicing up some chicken. I'm going to make these little cubes for the sauce, and we're just going to mix it all together. But right now we're just dicing up that chicken, and we'll get it sauteed in the cast iron skillet here in just a second. Okay, so now that we got the chicken and sauteing in the cast iron skillet, we're going to go ahead and add in some garlic powder. I do about 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. You can actually add minced garlic, and that'll work just as fine. So I do about the 2 teaspoons and maybe and a half because I kind of go overboard. I love garlic, so anyway, and you can overdo it, so just try to be careful with that. And then the Italian seasoning, I do about 2 teaspoons as well, and then I'll mix this all together. Okay, before I mix this all together, I want to add this red pepper flakes because we like the spice a little bit in our family, like you guys know already, and let that cook a little bit. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add just a little bit of olive oil into this so that it cooks in with that chicken, just because we need to add like a roux, so we got to add in that flour. So once you add in that flour, let it cook just a bit and then stir it. And then once you stir that, we're going to add in some heavy cream. Okay, so now we're going to add in a little bit of heavy cream. I'm using, I would say, about a cup of heavy cream. Just do a little at a time. Don't, pour too much all at once, because you want to be able to make this kind of like a thick Alfredo sauce. So I do add a little tablespoon of butter to this as well to give it that more rich, creamy taste. So it'll make it more, I don't know, like I don't know what I want to say, like a more of a flavor taste. So it brings it out more with that butter. So I'm just going to let that melt down and cook a little bit, and then we'll have to add a little bit more milk once it starts to thicken up. You're going to see it get a little thicker as you keep stirring and as it starts to gather together, and that's when you're going to feel that you're going to need to add in a little bit more heavy cream. I do add some milk to it just to kind of, because I don't want to make it too of a heavy cream taste. So you kind of want to dilute it down just a little bit with some milk. So I am adding in a little extra here and there until I get the consistency that I want and that feels great for me for my pizza, because I don't want it too thin, but I don't want it too thick and clumpy. So right now, and I'm adding in the salt and the pepper, and I added a little bit of parsley to this as well. Remember guys, you need to taste as you go because you've got to have that right flavor. You don't want it too salty, you don't want it too garlicky, or all that other powerful stuff that can be overwhelming if you overdo it too much. So like I said, taste and do a little at a time. And then once you have that perfect consistency of the creamy Alfredo, then it's good to go. We can add it to our pizza. Okay, guys, I had to show you the tomatoes that I was roasting there for a little bit. So I roasted some tomatoes in the oven so I can have it on top of my pizza as well. So right now I'm taking out some dough, a little bit of dough. I don't want too thick of a dough. I want it to be kind of thin so that I can have a crispy thin chicken Alfredo pizza. Um, to me, I love thin and crispy. That's just what I like. So I'm rolling this out and then I'm just going to form it once I get it all rolled out to the shape that I want. And we'll place it on a buttery pizza pan so that you can have that crispy pizza at the bottom of it, okay? So I'm just buttering it down a little bit. I'll add that dough to it. And then once I get it all situated here on the pan, I'm going to go over to the stove and I'm going to just drizzle some of that chicken Alfredo on top of it so we can get started on adding our toppings to this. Okay. All right, guys, look at this. Ooh. All right, so we got our chicken Alfredo on top of this pizza. We're going to spread this out. Do it very gently because it is a kind of a thick sauce. It's not like the tomato sauce. So you just want to kind of very, very gently spread it out onto the dough. And once you get all around to where it goes all the way to the edge of the pizza or at the edge of the dough, then that's when we can start adding our toppings to this. Okay, guys, so once you get done with all the toppings, when you go to put it in the oven, cook it at 375 and let it cook all the way. And then once you take it out of the oven, let it sit for a little bit to kind of just, sit and cool down just a bit so it's manageable, where it's not too hot and you can't really cut it as much because it's sticking together. So that's why I always let mine cool a little bit. And then, but I kind of wanted to show you guys something else. So after I done that pizza, I am going to make the breadsticks. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. So what you do is you're going to make your breadsticks just like you do a pizza, but you're not going to do a round dough. You are going to do like a rectangle. And then I place my breadsticks not on the pan, but I do mine in a glass dish so that it kind of gives it the excuse me, the thickness for the bread dough, the breadsticks. I'm sorry, the breadsticks. And you'll add not all the toppings that we just added to the pizza. We're just going to add the chicken Alfredo, and then we'll add in, and I just kind of do the sauce. I don't do the chicken on top of the breadsticks. I just want that white sauce. So I'll add that, and then I'll add the mozzarella cheese on top of it, and then I'll let it cook in the oven for 375 as well. And then when they get done, I take it out of the pan and I set it on a cutting board, and I will do long strips and cut them. So I will show you guys how to do that here in just a second. I'm super excited. My family loves cheese breadsticks, so this is one of our favorites as well. Okay, guys, once you get the sauce done, put on there, go ahead and add some Italian seasoning, sorry, and a little bit of garlic powder to go on top of this. And then you're going to add your mozzarella cheese. And the reason why I do the white cheese is just because it gives it the same look that you would get from Domino's, those cheese sticks. And this is what it looks like after cooking in the oven at 375 for about 30 minutes. It's got a beautiful color, beautiful texture. Even whenever I lift it out of the pan, it has that crispy taste or that crispy look to it as well. So this is why I cook it in the glass dish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make strips out of this to look like pizza sticks, and I will show you guys the results. Well, guys, these turned out really, really good. They are cooked well, they are crispy, they taste amazing. I love the crisp. I love the ends because they're more crispy. And the sauce is amazing on it. It tastes so good. I can't wait for you guys to try this and tell me what you think. I do hope you guys enjoy it. So I'm going to show you guys the pizza here in a second. So give me one moment and I will get the pizza out and we'll do some cutting and show you what that pizza looks like. You guys, these turned out so good. They were amazing. My pizza was amazing. We've already had a slice. I can't wait for you guys to try this. And guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Please, we need the support for our channel. We just want to say thank you also again for supporting us and being there for us. And I will try to get out many more videos out for you guys. All right, have a great night. Enjoy.